Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us, and welcome to Launch 2022, and welcome to a brand new year.
You know, I love the new year feeling. It just feels fresh. And this year is a year full of hope and a year full of possibilities. Now, undoubtedly, this year will also bring challenges outside our immediate control. You and I will all face challenges. Some unforeseen, some maybe we already know. But things will happen, and many of them we don't have control over.
You know, the part I love most about each new year is it gives us a chance to decide how we're going to react to those things outside our control. And especially, each new year gives us a chance to focus on what we can control.
And above all, this new year brings opportunity. Each of us has an opportunity to improve our lives and the lives of our loved ones this year. To eat better, exercise more, improve our health, improve our relationships, our faith, and make better financial decisions. And the great part about those things is they are the things that matter most in having a happy and fulfilling life, and also happen to be the things that we can control.
Now today, we're going to talk about those things that lead to a happy and fulfilling life. Launch, after all, is all about you. We have some powerful announcements, life-changing stories, and we'll hear business-building tips to launch your business into the new year.
We're here to help you launch the most successful 2022 possible. And what you do about it, well, that's totally up to you.
Now, speaking of how lives change here, let's meet Executive Directors for Heather and Frank Brown from Maurice, Louisiana.
My job is very heavily commission-based. Right when we got married, she was doing the party planning business. And then the BP oil spill happened. And our area is heavily involved in the oil and gas industry. It's the primary revenue for that area. And when that went down, so went down the sales, so went down the industry, people being laid off left and right. And it was a struggle.
Life before Melaleuca, it was hard, wondering what tomorrow was going to bring and could you meet the demands of tomorrow, and really wondering, was this it? You know, is this what life was going to be?
Of course, the struggle part was the finances. Brings a lot of stress on both of us because we're both wanting to give more for our children. We wanted more.
I posted something on social media just saying, does anybody know of any part-time work? And my friend Amy Walker, we went to high school together, and she literally sent me a message and just said, I don't know if your cell phone number is still the same, but I'd love to chat. I saw your post. Amy and her enroller, Jenny Vicknair, actually lived 2.5 hours from me. And they said, we'll drive to Lafayette. We'll come have coffee with you. And they came to Lafayette. They did a full overview. And I knew at that point I was going to shop at Melaleuca. Like, it just makes sense.
We've been looking for something to help us financially. We're looking for something to help us health-wise for our children and for herself at that time, and for myself as well. I was like, this is a perfect fit.
And we got to work on really approaching people and inviting them to just take a look at something that could be the biggest blessing for your family. And we enrolled 16 customers who saw the same value we did. And what was really mind-blowing to me was that Melaleuca then sent us a $1,035 check. It was the first time in our married life that we had put groceries on the table without a credit card.
It was the first time that we could really start to believe, all right, there may be a way out of this. It gave us hope.
We continued to do the activities. We didn't try to reinvent the wheel. We didn't come in and try to do something different. And our second check was $2,066. And I at that point looked at him and I said, Frank, this is the real deal. Yeah. And it was one of those moments where I knew it wasn't just about my family anymore. Mm-hmm. It wasn't just about putting food on our table. It was, how many more families can we put food on their table? How many more families can we say you can come home to your life and your kids?
Absolutely. This is bigger than ourselves. This is something that we need to really share to other people and give them the same type of hope that we were now experiencing, also to them and their families.
So our biggest check for a single month was over $42,000. I thought I was going to fall on the floor. I started crying. My kids were like, what's wrong, Mom? Like, why are you crying? It was a moment where, we paid off a vehicle. We had gone from a place where we had $50,000 worth of debt, couldn't put groceries on our table, had no extra, to at that point being completely debt-free other than our house note.
It was a moment of peace, joy, happiness. Our kids can now see what it is to really be able to mom and dad help others. This is what life is all about, helping others.
I get to help families find peace and find hope and find joy. And to be able to do that gives me a sense of immense gratitude. I'm so grateful for the vision of Frank. And our mission statement is embodied from the top down. And to be able to turn around and bring that piece of Melaleuca to our little town and the world around us is incredible.
Lives truly do change here. We now have the opportunity to hear from the one who made this all possible. He set out on a mission over 36 years ago to enhance the lives of those we touch by helping people reach their goals, ensuring that we have the best wellness products anywhere, and redistributing opportunity to those who otherwise may not have had it. He is the original champion of the little guy, our Chief Executive Officer, Frank Vandersloot.
So, here we are. It's a brand new year, 2022, and it's a great time to be alive. But I want to know what happened to 2021. Boy, that went by fast. Time seems to be going a lot faster to me than it used to be. Is it that way for you too? Remember when you used to ask your mom, are we there yet? And your mom said, just one more hour. And an hour seemed like an eternity. But now, an hour is like the blink of an eye. Time is a very interesting thing. If there's one thing I've learned, it's that life is short, really short. I've also believed it's a wonderful time to be alive. It often occurs to me that there have been billions of people who have lived on this earth prior to us arriving here on this earth, and hopefully there will be billions who come after us. But right now, we are all on this earth together. This is our time. This is our time on earth. This is our life on earth. It also occurs to me that this is the only life we're going to have on this earth. Now, I believe there's going to be a life after this life. I've got a lot of faith that when we leave this earth, that it's not the end. But I don't have a lot of knowledge about what's going to happen then or what that's going to be like. But I'm pretty sure that this is going to be our only time on this earth. At least I've never talked to anyone who said that this is their second time through. So I'm pretty sure we just get this one shot at it. So if this is it, if this is the only life we're going to have on this earth, it occurs to me that we should take it pretty seriously. In other words, we should pay attention. Every minute is precious. Every decision is important. In fact, decisions we make today, choices we make today, actions that we take today are pretty important. If we make the right decisions and take the right actions, it's likely to have a huge impact on what kind of life that we're going to have. And then I often think about this. If this is the only life we're going to have on this earth, if this is our time, if this is our life, I ask myself, what kind of life do we want to have? Do we want to have a mediocre life or a great life? Do we want our life to mean something? Do we want to accomplish something? Do we want the world to be different because we were here? When you look at the prospects of having a great life, isn't that what you want? We talk about our mission of enhancing lives by helping people reach their goals. And as I've traveled the world, I've learned that people have pretty much the same kind of goals regardless of what continent they're on or what country they live in. People simply want to have a great life. All over the world, they all want the same thing. And when we talk about having a great life and go deeper into the concept of what makes up a great life, people all over the world feel pretty much the same about what a great life would look like. They'll tell you good health, good relationships, personal freedom, and having resources to build, create, to travel, and to explore. People all over the world see it pretty much the same. And I would agree. Good health, great relationships, people who love you, and having someone to love, personal freedom, and having the resources to build, create, and travel, and explore, and have adventure. And it also occurs to me that those are all things that Melaleuca can help us achieve. When people want good health, they need the wellness company. And when they need more resources, they need the wellness company. We have the best way on the planet to acquire extra resources by building a business to last a lifetime. So we have what people all over the world are looking for. We make it possible for people to have a great life. And since this is the only life we're going to have, why are we procrastinating? Why aren't we taking life more seriously? Why do we waste time on the internet or social media or nonsense when we could be applying ourselves to the very fundamental principles that will allow us to make our one life, the only life we're going to have on this earth, a great life? And perhaps the best part is that we can help others have a great life too. And it's truly what people all over the world are looking for. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. As we begin this new year, do you have goals? Oh, I know. There are so many uncertainties today. There's likely to be another variant of COVID. Inflation is upon us. Things are costing a lot more. Our world is upside down. And there's a lot that we cannot control going on in our lives. So how about it if we just focus on the things we can control? Focusing on those things that we can't control are just going to slow us down. Have you noticed that everything has gotten political today? Whether to wear a mask or not to wear a mask, to be vaccinated or not be vaccinated, to shut down the schools and businesses and churches or not to shut them down, whether the vaccine works or doesn't work, or how long they'll work, or how many shots do you need? Do you need 2 shots, or do you need a booster, or maybe 2 boosters now? Whether the new variant is going to be more deadly than yesterday's variant, whether government leaders are following their own mandates, whether we need more stimulus, or if the stimulus programs are what are causing the problem. With all of the nonsense that's going on today, we have to make decisions for ourselves. I would advocate that we simply make decisions for our own life. But I don't think that those things should consume us. For the most part, those are things that we can't control. And we should only focus on those things that we can control. We can't control what someone else does, but it's time to get busy building a great life. That is something we can control. COVID is still going to be around for a long time, probably for decades, probably for the rest of our lives. We need to learn to live with it. There will likely be a new variant every year or every few months or whatever. No big flipping deal. Now the word flipping is an Idaho swear word. It's a substitute for a more offensive word, so no big flipping deal. Let's focus on the things that we can control. And I submit to you that we can control what we do with our own time. I also submit to you that if we're going to have a great life, the greatest of all lives, we're going to need resources. Notice that I didn't say money. Money is empty. Money does not bring joy any more than having a lot of fancy stuff brings joy. It simply doesn't. But having resources to build, to learn, to contribute, to explore, to experience, those things, having resources, can help us to have a great life. Most people agree that sometimes it simply takes more resources to have a better life. So if you need more resources to just pay the bills, pay the debts off, get a new car, get the kids through school, get out of debt, we have the way. We have the best way, the absolute best way for people who were not born into wealth to accumulate some wealth simply by adding to their monthly income. It happens a step at a time. So as we begin this new year, I would like to ask you, do you want a great life? since this is the only life we're going to have? Is it worth investing in? Are you worth investing in? Is your family worth investing in? Of course you are, and of course they are. And since this is the only life we're going to have, isn't it time that you got really serious about building a Melaleuca business? Isn't it time that you started disciplining yourself as to how many hours every single day that you're going to invest in yourself and in your future? Isn't it time that you teamed up with someone else, perhaps with several others, to build a Melaleuca business together? Since this is our only life on this earth, let's get serious about it. Let's get out there and build and have a wonderful, fun time doing it. Now, we know that inflation is upon us. A couple months ago, I stated that two things were going to happen that neither the government nor the news media was telling us anything about. The first thing I talked about was supply chain disruptions. The second was that we're in for some very serious inflation, much greater than the pundits were telling us at the time. You remember that Janet Yellen had said that the supply chain issues were not going to be that bad and that inflation was only transitory. That was the official word, transitory, that they were using back then. Transitory means only temporary. And you will recall that I told you that inflation is going to be here to stay for a long time, and it's not just temporary. And now, lo and behold, both the news media and Janet Yellen are finally admitting inflation is here to stay. And they have officially stopped using the word transitory. They took it out of their talking points. And now we've all experienced personally, the effects that the supply chain disruptions is having on the supply of some of the stuff that we used to take for granted that it was going to be on the shelf, and now it's not. Now, the supply chain issues will eventually get worked out. As long as the government doesn't continue to pour money into the economy, and as long as the government doesn't pay people not to go to work. If you don't pay them not to go to work, they'll eventually come back to work. And the truck drivers will start driving trucks again, and products will start arriving again. It'll take some time to work that all through, but if the government will just leave it alone and let the markets happen, let free enterprise take care of it, that will all be resolved and this clock will start ticking on time again. It'll take some time for that to happen, but the supply chains will get worked out. However, inflation is likely to continue for the foreseeable future. There are several unknowns here. The Fed's very worried. There's a lot of debate going on today within the Fed and within the economists and the experts of whether the country needs more stimulus or if the stimulus is what's causing the problem. And that debate's going to be going on for a long time. But this is for sure. More government spending will absolutely cause a lot more inflation and more troubles than it will solve. And if they overcorrect, we could have eventually a recession and eventually deflation. Now, we've never been in this worldwide economic situation before. This is new stuff to everybody in the world. And there's no way for any of us to control the economy or know for sure exactly what's going to happen or how it's going to happen. But my point here is that these are things that we cannot control. So let's focus on the things that we can control. We can be responsible for our own household. We can take charge of our own lives. We don't have to worry about what's happening in the world if we focus and act on those things that we can control so that our family, our home, and ourselves will be okay. Focus on those things. And I can tell you this, no matter what happens, every single American family and every single Canadian family needs more resources. And those who take it seriously, those who buckle down and apply themselves, those who get more serious about getting more resources into their family will have a tremendous economic advantage. So as you look at this new year, I'm suggesting to you it's time to get serious about building a Melaleuca business. Now, when it comes to inflation, all companies are going to be impacted. Melaleuca is no exception. All our costs are going up. Also, all of our ingredients and products cost substantially more today than they did just 6 months ago to produce. Labor costs are more, a lot more. Transportation costs are a lot more, and so forth. And over the previous several decades, we've resisted pressures at Melaleuca to increase prices. However, in future months, we'll experience some moderate price increases in some Melaleuca products. That's inevitable. But those increases will be moderate, and we'll keep them as low as we possibly can. At the same time, I am thrilled to announce some initiatives that will lower the cost of purchasing our Melaleuca products. And this moment is something that I've been looking forward to for a long time. I'm pleased to announce our new program of Shipping on Us. As you know, some internet companies offer free shipping. Others offer free shipping if people meet a certain order quantity. Now, different companies have different philosophies on how to handle shipping costs. Shipping costs are real costs that the company or the customer, and ultimately it's always the customer, is going to have to pay for. Shipping costs are billed to us by the shipping company. In most cases, for Melaleuca, it's UPS. These are direct costs. Companies that offer free shipping simply add the cost of shipping to the cost of the product. In other words, shipping is built into the cost of the product. It's simply add to the price of your product and you can offer free shipping. If shipping costs $10, just add $10 to the price of the product and tell people that their shipping is free. Now, at Melaleuca, we've been unwilling to do that. We've tried to hold our costs to our products to a minimum. If you've been paying attention, we've had very few price increases over the last 30 years. For example, the preferred member price for the Gold Bar was $3.95 36 years ago. And it's only $3.99 today. A 4-cent increase over 36 years. That's a 1% increase in 36 years. The same is true for countless of other products. So we've been unwilling to add the price of shipping to our products. Rather than add the price of shipping to the cost of the product and say that shipping is free, we've simply built shipping in separately. We've charged shipping separately. But now, while other companies are increasing prices on one product after another, I'm pleased to announce that we've developed a way for us to now offer a new program called Shipping on Us without adding the cost of shipping to the price of the product, thereby reducing the cost of shopping at Melaleuca. This is how it works. First, you might be aware that whenever you order your Melaleuca products today, you're given a credit of 10% to 15% of your product points in loyalty shopping dollars that can be used on your next order. However, in order to activate those loyalty shopping dollars, you must first watch some Learn to Earn videos ranging from $5 to $15 each, and then you will receive the loyalty shopping dollars to spend on your next order. Some people never even unlock those dollars, and of course others do. So first I need to announce that that program is now being discontinued, but it's being replaced with something which is much more lucrative called Shipping on Us. So, beginning today, every order, regardless of the size of the order, will be assigned a flat shipping fee for almost all orders that will be $10.22, $12.88 for Canada. However, if you order 44 product points or more, the entire $10.22 will be refunded to you in loyalty shopping dollars that can be used on your next order. And you will not have to watch any Learn to Earn videos to activate those loyalty shopping dollars. If you ordered a 44-point product order today, you would receive a $10.22 shipping charge. And yes, that includes shipping and handling. Immediately, you'll receive a $10.22 credit in loyalty shopping dollars available to be used on your very next order. In fact, if you wanted to place an order the very next day, you'll receive your $10.22 credit and use your loyalty shopping dollars when you place that order. And as long as your second order is 44 points or greater, you'll receive another $10.22 loyalty shopping dollar credit for your next order. And again, in Canada, that'll be $12.88 Canadian. This will also be valid on backup orders, as long as the backup order is more than 44 points. Since we don't have any 44-point backup orders established by the company today, you'll probably want to create a customized backup order, or in other words, a select pack, to be on file totaling more than 44 points. That way, in case you forget to place an order in any particular month, you'll receive your favorite products that you put on your select pack, as well as the $10.22 credit in loyalty shopping dollars. We're very excited about this program because now we have a shipping policy that's very competitive with anything in the marketplace. It's essentially the same financial benefit as free shipping, except that by using loyalty shopping dollars, we did not have to increase the price of our products in order to pay for it. Now, new customers will still receive the $100 in loyalty shopping dollars to spend in their first 5 months. And they'll still have to unlock those dollars via Learn to Earn videos. But in addition to that program, they will also get the $10.22 credit as long as they place a 44-point order. Of course, the financial benefit to our marketing executives is going to be substantial. The average product points per customer today is around 49 points company-wide. But we have a substantial number of customers, about 50%, who order less than 44 points. And we anticipate that the vast majority of those customers will now increase their orders up to the 44 product point threshold in order to get their entire shipping cost refunded to them on their next order. And we've done some testing on this, and the results look very exciting. Now, there will continue to be benefits for customers who want to capture some extra loyalty shopping dollars by watching Learn to Earn videos. Those opportunities will be announced on our website. So now, when you enroll a new customer and they ask, does Melaleuca pay for shipping? You can explain the Shipping on Us program. I would explain it in this way. I would tell them there's a $10.22 shipping charge on every order. So you'll pay $10.22 shipping on your first order, but as long as your order is more than 44 points, you'll receive a complete refund for that $10.22 on your next order in the form of a credit. So as long as your order is 44 points or higher, your shipping costs you absolutely nothing. It's a pretty simple explanation, and it totally removes one of the barriers that some customers have. And I'm very excited about it. And I'd like to bring your attention that we have thousands of Melaleuca customers that order several hundred product points every month. And of course, the larger the order, the more that shipping has cost them. But now shipping will always be $10.22. So that simplifies things a lot. And they'll get all of that back through loyalty shopping dollars on their very next order, as long as the order is more than 44 points. And they won't have to watch any videos to activate those dollars. These loyalty shopping dollars will simply be there in their account the next time they shop. So that's how we're going to combat some of the inflationary pressures at Melaleuca. Now, isn't it time for you to get serious about changing your life? This is the only life we're going to have on this earth. Let's make the commitment that's necessary for us to change our financial situation. Let's team up with others and have the fun and joy of building with each other. We have a wonderful opportunity here. It takes discipline, it takes resolve, it takes determination, and it takes courage. But your life is priceless. And since this is the only life we're going to have on this earth, we should do everything in our power to make it a great life.
Hi, everyone. Well, now that you've heard from Frank about Shipping on Us, I'm sure you're as excited as I am, but I have to let you in on a little secret. I got a sneak preview of this, so I've had a little time to sit and think about the true impact this is going to have on our business. Obviously, we get questions all the time from customers about free shipping. And we know that even though other websites and online retailers offer free shipping, we know it's not really free shipping. They're just working it into the price of their products. And I've always appreciated how transparent Melaleuca is about that. But it's still one of the number one things that people ask us about. And when you think about it, it's almost like this is even better than free shipping because people are getting an incentive to come back to our store. If they go to some website and they get free shipping once, what's the incentive to go back and shop there again? With us, of course, we have great products. We have our preferred member benefits. But now this is just one more reason why people are going to have Melaleuca on the forefront of their mind because they know they've got that credit from last month's order sitting there on file that they can redeem for free products anytime. And let's face it, we're now starting to see every day the inflation that's going on in the marketplace. I mean, Frank's been warning us about this for months, and now we're seeing it everywhere in the cost of everyday items and the kind of essential things that Melaleuca sells. Well, in a way, Melaleuca is actually reducing the price of shopping here when retailers all around us are increasing prices due to inflation. There couldn't be a better time for this announcement. Just think of how this is going to impact our business.
I think shipping on us is a complete and total game changer because think about it. Our customers, how many of our customers ask about free shipping and or discounted shipping and or a basic shipping is how people shop today. And I, as a shopper, I buy more stuff when I can get more product versus spend it in shipping. And so our customers are going to save money. It's a way to put money back into their bank account and allow them to get more Melaleuca products. And as we know, when people try more Melaleuca products, they fall in love with Melaleuca. So as a shopper, I'm shopping for Melaleuca products. I like the cleaning products. I like the lotion. I've tried a few things. I'm impressed. But I've looked at Peak Performance a few times. It's a little expensive. I'm already spending money on shipping. Whereas all of a sudden, Melaleuca comes out with this program and I can afford Peak Performance because they've given me back my money in shipping. And so therefore I try Peak Performance. And this is my actual life, helps me feel a ton better. And my cholesterol is better. And I feel like I'm healing better and my gut is better. And it makes all these differences in my life. I am going to be a Peak Performance shopper forever. And I'm also going to buy the cleaning products. And I'm also going to buy all the other things I was buying. And suddenly Melaleuca has opened a door that I wouldn't have gone in. And then I'm going to go shopping for even more because I'm so impressed with that. Shipping on us is an incredible business building tool. It's probably the biggest one we've ever been given, honestly, because our whole goal is to build a residual income. Our whole goal is to help people convert homes and help them become lifers, become lifelong Melaleuca customers. And this is a great way to do it. Think about how much money our customers are going to save. And when they save money, they order more products. They get more products in their home. Think about how much longer a customer might continue shopping because they know they have that credit waiting for them the next month. And so your point average, the average points per customer per month is going to increase. There's no way it won't. Your retention is going to increase, which in turn increases your residual income. And that's why we do this.
We've been a part of Melaleuca for over 19 years. The products have been unbelievable. Over the course of that time, I think we made over whatever it was, $32,000 or some dollars, $34,000. And then, we've been averaging like $100 some plus a month. And it's just customers that have come in like us, families that came in, they like the product, so they buy every single month.
We've been in Melaleuca for a long time and we love it.
I have been shopping with Melaleuca every single month since October 2015. And one of my all-time favorite products is the Attain Bar. Along the way, I have been given the opportunity to share Melaleuca with friends and family. And so far to date, I have earned, as far as residual, $250 coming in a month. That adds up to over $25,000. Having that residual, having that extra is the cushion that has been extremely helpful to our family, whether it is helping out with a mortgage, whether it is adding a little extra to the kids' college fund. The list goes on and on and on. And it is such a little piece of security and peace for our family.
I actually now have been shopping with Melaleuca since April 1994. Originally, I referred some of my friends, and they're still shopping as well. I earned way over $90,000 so far. But my residual income has been like $250, but it's going up steadily since I'm putting more effort into it. A lot of that has been paying for my Melaleuca products. So they were basically free for what I have been doing on a part-time basis. I think everybody should be shopping here. So no question about it.
We now have the opportunity to hear from Melaleuca's Chief Operating Officer, Cole Klinger. As part of his role, Cole oversees distribution, manufacturing, customer service, human resources, and sales, just to name a few. Cole and his team work extremely hard, day and night, living our mission of enhancing lives with you in mind. Here's Cole.
It's now been over 36 years since Melaleuca opened its doors, and while a lot has changed since then, one thing that hasn't changed is our commitment to high-quality health and wellness products. Back in the mid-1980s, grocery store brands were in the middle of waging a decades-long pricing war. All of these competitors were fighting to offer the absolute lowest price on the shelf, no matter what the cost. To win this battle, consumer packaged goods brands were racing to cut expenses out of their products any way they could. How? By decreasing the quality of ingredients, cutting back on key active ingredients, adding cheap fillers, and outsourcing their manufacturing overseas. It was the only way to keep their prices low without sacrificing their profits. For example, home cleaning and laundry brands relied even more heavily on cheap but dangerous caustic ingredients to get the work done. They reformulated to use more chlorine bleach, ammonia, sulfamic acid, quaternary disinfectants, and other questionable chemicals. To create the appearance of bulk, they intentionally formulated their products with cheap fillers like water, limestone, chalk, even gluten, alcohol, and other chemicals to make consumers feel as though they were getting a lot of product, even though the active ingredients had been significantly reduced. These price wars drove prices down, but they drove quality down even further. Ultimately, all of these pressures created a void in the market for higher quality, safer, and more effective consumable home cleaning and health and wellness products. It was in the middle of all of this jockeying to see who could be the cheapest that Melaleuca began operations with a young corporate executive named Frank Vandersloot at the helm. Even before opening the doors in September 1985, Frank established Melaleuca's founding axiom: exceptional products at reasonable prices. Melaleuca would compete in the void left by the deteriorating quality of the grocery store brands. It set an expectation that we would only sell the highest quality, safest, and most effective health and wellness products on the market. Frank was well aware of what was going on with the grocery store brands. He had watched the steady decline in quality of consumer goods. He knew that if we tried to market our products in the supermarket chains, we would fall prey to the same price pressures, and they would also force us to decrease the quality, effectiveness, and safety of our products, just like all of the other companies who had gone down that path. So he created a different system. He decided to establish a totally new business model by bypassing grocery store chains and going directly to the consumer. We wanted to offer the highest quality, most effective ingredients that grocery store brands refused to use, while maintaining control of the entire process from beginning to end, from development and manufacturing to delivery to the end consumer. We decided to avoid the high costs of advertising, shelf space, retail stores, and middlemen. In other words, our customers would order directly from the factory. At that point, no one had ever tried such a model in consumer goods. Well, there was a huge demand for exactly what Melaleuca offered. From the beginning, thousands of new households flocked to Melaleuca every month for world-class health and wellness products that just couldn't be found anywhere else. and only we could offer them because we had a completely different model. Melaleuca truly was a different kind of company. Now, more than 36 years later, we sell over 400 exclusive wellness products that have set a new standard and blow away grocery store brands. How can we do that? The answer is simple. Over the last 36 years, while national brands continued to focus on reducing costs by reducing quality, Melaleuca was investing millions of dollars into research and development to ensure we not only kept our lead in the area of high quality consumable health and wellness products, but that we increased that lead. Our superiority in this area has never been more apparent than it is today. Just take a look at the products with jaw-dropping abilities that proudly wear the Leaf and Drop logo. Our products are specifically engineered to outperform the grocery store brands and deliver superior benefits and results that today's consumers demand. And they do it without relying on caustic chemical poisons that are harmful for your family. Melaleuca products rely on nature, perfected by science, and work hard and effectively and keep you, your family, and the environment safe and healthy. We aren't afraid to formulate with the highest quality ingredients because of price. In fact, we purposefully seek out the very best and safest ingredients to power our products. These high-quality ingredients allow us to stay apart from the grocery store brands and deliver benefits they just can't provide. As I mentioned before, back in the mid-1980s and up until this very day, grocery store brands have chosen to use cheap but dangerous caustic ingredients to power their products. They also use cheap fillers to fool consumers into thinking that they're getting a great value. These harsh ingredients and toxic chemicals are harmful to you, your family, your home, and the environment. Well, this approach simply did not meet our standard. In fact, it didn't even come close. That's why we developed EcoSense home cleaning products, to fill the void that grocery store brands had created with their low-cost, low-quality products. EcoSense products are far more superior than national brands. EcoSense uses only the highest quality ingredients in the innovative, rigorously tested formulas to ensure that they are the best on the market. Unlike national brands, EcoSense never uses harsh, caustic chemicals like chlorine bleach, formaldehyde, parabens, or quaternary disinfectants. And unlike our competitors, we say no to fillers by using ultra-concentrated formulas. We use biodegradable ingredients and reusable bottles. This makes EcoSense so much better for the environment. Not only does it prevent the cheap fillers from ending up in and polluting our streams and rivers, but it has also saved over 47 million gallons of fuel since we opened in 1985, because we're not paying to ship these heavy, bulky fillers across North America. This has also kept more than 1.5 billion pounds of harmful emissions from being pumped into the air we breathe. Ultra-concentrated products also mean more uses per bottle and a very affordable, lower cost per use. One clear example of our EcoSense philosophy is Melipower laundry detergent. Melipower's proprietary 3-enzyme blend makes it the most powerful laundry detergent on the market. Its natural, biodegradable formula cleans clothes and eradicates stains like no other detergent. In comparative tests, it flat out destroys the grocery store brands. What's amazing is that Melipower does all of this without any dangerous ingredients like chlorine bleach, formaldehyde, phthalates, or parabens that blindly attack stains and fabric alike with brute chemical force, leaving clothes damaged, dingy, and faded. Instead, Melipower uses natural enzymes and surfactants to directly target soils and stains, breaking them down and putting them into solution. Then our proprietary rinse guard technology encapsulates and gently lifts the stain fragments from the fabric so that they can be simply washed away, preventing them from being deposited onto your clothes. And Melipower's 9 times ultra-concentrated formula means there is virtually no room for fillers. No fillers means that just 2 tiny teaspoons of Melipower cleans an entire load of laundry. You'd need more than a quarter cup of Tide to even attempt to do the same job. No wonder we've sold more than 75 million bottles of Melipower over the years. This is exactly the laundry detergent that consumers are looking for. Safe, effective, eco-friendly, and affordable. And they can only find it here at Melaleuca. Another product that exemplifies our ability to stay far ahead of the competition is Soluguard Botanical Disinfectant. Soluguard Botanical is the first ever EPA-registered botanical disinfectant. Protected by a U.S. patent, Soluguard is proven to kill 99.9% of disease-causing bacteria and viruses, including the virus that causes COVID-19. Not with harmful, toxic chemicals, but with powerful, natural, food-safe ingredients like thyme oil and citric acid, just like what you'd find in lemons, making it safe to use around your family and on food surfaces. National brands use chlorine bleach and other toxic ingredients to get the job done, and in the process, place yours and your family's health at risk every time you use them. Look no further for evidence of this than the warning labels and safety caps that line the cleaning aisle of your local grocery store. With Soluguard, you can kill disease-causing bacteria and viruses with the confidence that the job is getting done effectively and you are keeping your family safe. Besides the residue grocery store cleaners leave behind on surfaces, there is growing concern about the way their toxic, chemically powered formulas contaminate the air in the home and inevitably damage the sensitive tissues in your lungs. A decades-long independent international study released in 2018 proved that cleaning your home with national brand cleaners that use ingredients like chlorine bleach and quaternary disinfectants as little as once a week damaged lung capacity as much as smoking a pack of cigarettes a day for 20 years. With EcoSense cleaning products, you can breathe easy knowing that we use natural and biodegradable ingredients to give you the clean that you need without compromising the safety of your family, your home, and the environment. Even though we use the finest, most natural and effective ingredients, which can be quite expensive, Melaleuca is able to keep the price of our products low because we've eliminated the middleman. We manufacture our own products and ship them directly to our customers' front door. Manufacturing is done to the highest quality of standards at our facilities in Idaho Falls, Idaho, and Knoxville, Tennessee. But manufacturing isn't the only thing that we do in-house. Melaleuca is home to a robust research and development team comprised of PhDs, chemists, research scientists, and lab technicians. Though they come from a diversity of specialties and backgrounds, they are all driven by two things: our mission of enhancing lives and our founding axiom of exceptional products at reasonable prices. And that is no more apparent than in the profound work they've done in the area of nutritional supplementation. The Peak Performance Pack epitomizes this high point of scientific advancement. This life-changing daily supplement required decades of research and millions of dollars to develop. It has been clinically proven in 4 separate studies to significantly reduce free radicals, reduce inflammation, and improve 25 key health markers like cholesterol, blood sugar levels, heart rate, and many more. In 2008, Melaleuca scientists developed and patented a process that delivers minerals to the human body the same way as how plants process and deliver those same minerals. It's called oligo. Oligo technology binds minerals to amino acids and fructose fibers the same way that plants do. Because they're patterned after nature, minerals processed with patented oligo have been demonstrated to be far more absorbable and effective than the minerals used in national brand supplements. Vitality Multivitamin and Mineral is powered by oligo and headlines our Peak Performance Pack. We've combined it with 5 additional highly advanced, scientifically researched and proven nutritional supplements, each with a vital role to play within the body: Cellwise, Provex CV, Fluorified Daily Probiotic, Recover AI, and Cardio Omega EPA. Together, they make up a nutritional powerhouse with clinically proven results. This combination of supplements doesn't exist anywhere else in the world. The Peak Performance Pack delivers dozens of vitamins, minerals, botanicals, and other nutrients, including the 10 identified by researchers as essential for a healthy immune system. We firmly believe that the Peak Performance Pack is the most life-changing daily supplement in the world. It's the one product we believe every Melaleuca member should be taking on a daily basis. Now, you may ask yourself this question: why don't other companies copy what Melaleuca has developed over the years? The simple answer is they can't. While they've been focused on reducing cost at the expense of quality, we've been investing in our entire product line. Beyond this, we've protected all of our first-of-their-kind innovations with patents, ensuring that only Melaleuca is able to offer these unique, better-for-you health and wellness products with truly astounding benefits. But here's another answer. They don't want to. Most are simply content selling you products with mediocre ingredients in mediocre formulas that at best produce mediocre results. In fact, years ago, we hired a PhD scientist who earlier in his career had a stint at one of the big national brand companies. He had been evaluating the science of how skin renews and heals itself. He worked out a formula for a dry skin therapy lotion that would outperform any other lotion on the market. He took his breakthrough formula to the company's management, believing that they would greet his innovation with excitement and gratitude. He couldn't have been more wrong. Instead, the formula was criticized for being too rich and too expensive to produce. The ingredients needed to be of the highest quality for the product to work, and frankly, he was told that the average shopper wasn't looking for anything better than what was already on the market. They weren't interested. He didn't stay with that company much longer, and years later, he found himself at Melaleuca. And after fine-tuning and perfecting his original idea, he brought it forward to Melaleuca management. The reception was much different. Melaleuca intentionally develops products that the grocery store brands won't. In fact, if it isn't higher quality or a better value than the grocery store brands, we won't sell it. Of course we said yes. This is exactly the kind of product that is worthy of the Melaleuca name and the Leaf and Drop logo. Well, that is how Renew was born. Since that time, we've sold over 117 million bottles, and the formula has changed countless lives. It's also little wonder that when put in head-to-head clinical studies against market-leading drugstore brands, Renew outperforms them every time on all key measures. Renew is clinically proven to moisturize skin better in 24 hours than Eucerin could in 2 weeks. Renew improved skin moisture barrier 17 times better than Eucerin. It showed an improvement in skin texture and roughness 47% better and delivered an 88% improvement in visual dryness over Eucerin. Now today at this January launch, I want you to consider what you have here and what you really represent each time you refer others to Melaleuca products. I can tell you the more you learn about our products, the more it will become clear to you that no one comes even remotely close to Melaleuca in the area of high-quality health and wellness products. Today, we are still guided by the founding axiom Frank penned so many years ago: exceptional products at reasonable prices. After decades, Melaleuca is the only company that has broken into the consumer products market when so many others have tried and failed. We are competing with all of the major global players like Procter & Gamble, Unilever, Clorox, and Johnson & Johnson. Our sights are set on these grocery store brands, and thanks to our founding axiom, we are further ahead of them in the area of high-quality health and wellness products than ever before. Additionally, with the enormous amount of information available at our fingertips, consumers are much more educated about products, ingredients, and quality than ever before. They are much more discerning. They care about the quality of products they're using and aren't willing to compromise on that. They care about what they're exposing themselves and their families to. They care about the impact of the products that they use have on the environment. We believe that this gives us an enormous competitive advantage over everyone in the market. Melaleuca is the wellness company, and we are exactly what consumers are looking for: higher quality, safer, better performing, more natural, environmentally responsible health and wellness products that are manufactured right here in the USA. Your family, friends, neighbors, coworkers, online associates, everyone you know is looking for exactly what Melaleuca offers. Only Melaleuca checks all the boxes. This is your hour. This is your opportunity to bring the solutions they're looking for into their homes. Go forward with the confidence that you represent the absolute best line of health and wellness products available to consumers, bar none. You can do it. I'll tell you this, 1 year from now, you will be sitting in one of two places. You'll either be looking back saying, I wish I had gone to work last January, or you'll be looking back saying, I am so glad that I went to work last January and changed mine and my family's lives forever. The decision is up to you. I can't wait to see how far you'll go in 2022.
Have you heard? Melaleuca just made one of the biggest business-changing announcements they've made in their 36-year history. It's a complete game changer. It's called Shipping on Us. Here's how it works. First, all Melaleuca members, no matter how much they order, will now receive a low-priced, standard flat shipping rate of $10.22 in the US and $12.88 in Canada. That's right. No matter how much you order, your shipping will be the same low price. In essence, the more you order, the cheaper it is per product. But even bigger than flat rate shipping, now with Shipping on Us, you can get your entire shipping and handling charge refunded every time you place an order that's 44 product points or more. Yep, you heard right. Whenever you order 44 points or more, you'll instantly earn 100% of your shipping and handling charge back in loyalty shopping dollars to redeem for free Melaleuca products on your very next order. You heard me. You get a full refund of your shipping and handling charges back in loyalty shopping dollars. So, when you order 44 points or more, shipping costs you nothing because you get a total refund in loyalty shopping dollars. And you don't have to watch any Learn to Earn videos to unlock those dollars. They will simply be there for you to use on your next order. 39 to 43 product point orders earn 50% back. So, the next time you order, make sure you order at least 44 points, and you'll receive a full refund for shipping and handling. And you may want to update your customized backup order or select pack to include at least 44 points worth of products. So if you forget to order in any month, your backup order will also qualify for Shipping on Us. Shipping on Us is just one more way Melaleuca is fighting inflation and making it even more rewarding to shop for your wellness products at Melaleuca.
Shipping on Us is such a huge deal. I believe it is an absolute game changer. And if you're a marketing executive with Melaleuca, you have to realize that this program will allow us to increase our product point average, have better retention, which leads to a growing residual income, and the satisfaction of knowing that the more our customers order, the cheaper it will be for them. It's an ideal win-win scenario, and I absolutely love it.
Where were you 32 years ago? Well, Meryl and Neil Scott, they were opening their shopping account with Melaleuca and beginning to refer others. And today, they are Senior Directors 8, and they just crossed $1 million in lifetime earnings with their Melaleuca business. And I think they're just getting started.
We both were working 2 jobs and had young children. And my mother had found Melaleuca with Carol Selness. That was her enroller. So we opened an account and got the value pack and loved the products. But that first month, I found 8 friends who really needed these products. So we turned director. And so after he learned that he wasn't paying for the products, we were getting a check to pay for them. He came on board.
Yeah, but how much was the check?
$2.35.
I got the 35 cents.
I like the products. When he started, his cholesterol was way up, but his cholesterol dropped 74 points in that 4-month period, taking peak performance. His triglycerides down 42, and his blood sugar dropped from 8 down to 5.6. We enroll about 3 a month. Many of them are just people we have met, and I listen to what they say. And then I say, you know, there's something that might help that. And a lot of those are people that are referred by other customers. And then I can help them open their account.
When we first enrolled in Melaleuca, we had our goal set for senior director, and we made it. And that was a very proud time for me. It meant a lot that we accomplished that goal. And we didn't stop there. We just kept right on going.
We started getting the car bonus in 98 when we turned senior director. From that time, we have never had a car payment. We had never had a new car growing up. That was not in our family's history. So to have a new vehicle, it's been a really interesting comment from people to say, oh, that's a nice car. And to say, yes, Melaleuca arranged that for us. We just earned $1,200,048.91. It was been a goal for us to reach $1 million. because both of us grew up with literally nothing. And to have that amount and be able to help people with that money, it has made a difference in our lives. It's so different from how we grew up and how our parents lived and struggled to put food on the table.
The money is great and things, but it's what you do with it for the good of other people that counts. And it's like Meryl said, we've always had that in a goal for in the back of our minds. We wanted to do that, and we made it. But that doesn't mean we're going to stop. But we do this, and not only for ourselves and our grandkids, but help other kids and other families that are struggling. A lot of them, families that are out of work and don't have food to put on the table. We help them, and we don't expect anything back from it because they can't. But we try to help people in need.
Looking back over our time with Melaleuca, what I am most proud of is all of the people we've been able to help. We hear stories all the time of the people who are so satisfied with the products and they've helped them so much. I just got a letter today from a lady who doesn't have a phone, but she always writes to me. She said, I love that they brought the Rustic Touch back again. She said, would you please tell them thank you for me? Because I absolutely am thrilled with that product. That keeps you going. It just keeps you going.
Well, just keep on doing what you're doing and keep the business growing. That's what it's all about. If you stand still, you're going backwards. And you got to keep moving.
Now, you may be crystal clear about your 2022 goals, and you're ready to take action. Or maybe you're curious about what's possible, and you want to know how to push past your goals this new year. Wherever you find yourself, the secret to success isn't a secret at all. It starts with critical activity number 1, adding names to your contact list, and critical activity number 2, set appointments. So, how do some of Melaleuca's top leaders and most consistent enrollers, how do they add names to their contact list? And what language do they use when approaching others? Let's watch.
When I am at baseball or I'm at football, my children start a new classroom, my goal is to get these people on my social media. So I'm meeting them, let's connect. I'm looking in the group me to figure out who's on the team, and I'm adding them to my social media. The other side of that is I still use Facebook groups. So I find Facebook groups that are relatable to me, and I'm able to generate adding new people from that. But where do my approaches actually come from? Because that's such an imperative, important part of your Melaleuca business. For me, it is my stories. So I have an example of what maybe a day worth of stories would look like. For me personally, it's Facebook. So I am going to share and just go through a couple stories. That way you're able to see what I mean. You don't want it to only have Melaleuca content in it. You want it to have both your life and Melaleuca. And the reason why I love it is because curiosity kills the cat. You may share a post that gets 3 likes on it. Don't delete it, leave it. But you go put that same photo in your stories and you have, 79 views. Here is one that's very relatable to my market. I have to clean baseball pants constantly in this house with 3 boys playing baseball. So I don't know if you guys are aware that the Gold Bar is like magic on baseball pants. You run hot water, scrub a little bit with the Gold Bar. That right photo, they have not even been washed yet, you guys. That is just scrubbing them with a Gold Bar. So that's something relatable to me. People know they're going to see baseball on my page. So that's an example of what may be in there. Notice it says the viewers on the bottom. Don't get caught up in how many views mine has versus yours. It's just knowing that bottom left corner, it's telling you who is looking. Real life. I'm about 30 days away from having our 5th child. We are doing her nursery. So I had someone in doing that. I shared an example of what her nursery is looking like in my stories for curiosity. You want people looking, right? And it's another part of my brand. It's very well known that we are obsessed with Disney. We take our kids to Disney every year. My daughter is constantly in Disney stuff. So it's just another thing that is on brand for me. Whereas if you don't like Disney and you shared something Disney, That wouldn't make sense. So just remember, as you're sharing, you do want it to be something relatable to you. R3. So this was me last fall. I started doing R3 after seeing a photo of me at a retreat, and I realized I wanted to lose weight. You know, I have Hashimoto's and hypothyroidism, and R3 really made a huge difference for me. So that was 6 weeks. There is no call to action. There is no poll asking for information about R3. It just says R3, 6 weeks. I can't wait to do it again after Reese, with an example of the difference that it made in my face. It is another tool in your Melaleuca business, you guys, and it increased my amount of potentials tenfold by me starting to share my own results, me with an access bar or my ProFlex, and being able to say, I love R3.
As I'm meeting moms at the basketball court, the baseball field, or the football field, I'm not being weird. I mean, certainly I have my Soluguard wipes and my, Mineral Plus sunscreen and Sustain, but I'm just being a good friend. I'm getting to know them. And then guess what happens? We become Facebook and Instagram friends, and they're invited to see my world and I see their world, and we interact and we know that much more about each other. And next time, people are more comfortable going to an in-home and meeting with you for lunch and coffee and whatnot when you have been a good friend on social media. They're much more intrigued about the products. They're much more intrigued about what you're doing, but they also feel that much more connected. This is a post I made on October 12th. It was my oldest son's birthday. He turned 14. I open up a little bit about how I chose his name. He came to me in a very dark time of my life. His name means the Lord remembers. You see kind of my faith there. I share about my tough single motherhood a little bit. And there had been a whole other post about that, him having autism. If you see there, that post has 216 likes. I use the creepy kiosk analogy. At the mall, they have those kiosks. Sometimes they actually have a product that you're like very interested in. You're like, oh, that kind of looks cool. Maybe I'll look at it. But yeah, as you get closer, it's like, oh, like it's such an uncomfortable experience. But let me point something out. They're always complimentary. They always love my outfit. My kids are always cute. I still have the power to say no. And it's this super uncomfortable experience. You pretend, you're on your phone. You try to like mesh with the wall, right? It's uncomfortable. It's icky. But imagine the same kiosk situation, but it's somebody that you really love or trust, or you admire them, or they're a good friend. You care about what they think. You care about them. So I post my stories on Instagram. My stories are always filled with mostly life. Jack decided to projectile vomit on the car ride. So I shared about, he's not sick, just evidently allergic to orange dyes. And I let him have a treat donut. I talked about how Soluguard wipes really saved the day. But if you notice, I love stories. With stories, there's 401 viewers. The reason I love stories is this tells me who is watching, but not necessarily engaging. When I see a name of somebody that I have been engaging with them and they have been engaging with me, what does that mean? We've been commenting on each other's life. We've had a couple conversations just about life. And I know why I think that they would really love Melaleuca. That's going to be a new approach. I am making those friendships out in real life. It's just that social media is a way to accelerate that. I am a huge advocate of the phone. And at very, very least, voice memo. I never send text message approaches. Man, I've really pushed the phone way, way more. It is a lot harder for people to say that they don't have time or no to seeing an overview on the phone. But energetically, it's just different. They can feel that energy. They can feel your excitement. They can feel your concern. So when I'm approaching somebody, if I'm doing voice memo, I'm going to say, let's say her name is Sally, on a voice memo. Hey, Sally, I've really been thinking about you. I've been really enjoying getting to know you on here. I've really been wanting to share this incredible store that my family and I have been shopping at for the last 3 years. With what's going on in the world, I've never been more proud to shop here. I specifically thought of you because, super specific, I really care about you. I care about what you think. Do you have 5 to 10 minutes in the next couple of days? I would love to hop on the phone and just run something past you. You can say no. I have zero expectations. Would you just put your eyes on it?
now is not the time to try to show up super polished. I mean, unless you're a super polished kind of person, but I'm not. Be yourself. So when you're starting to talk to somebody, like I sent out a couple of approaches the other day. One of them, I was coughing, I was choking on something when I started, and I thought, and I even said in the approach, because I was doing a voice memo on Facebook, and I just said, okay, a normal person would actually restart that message, but I'm not, because just whatever, here we go, excuse me, right? And then in a different message, I actually sneezed in the middle of it. And I was like, well, gesundheit, sorry about that. And I thought, I could have erased those messages, but at the same time, we all cough and we all sneeze, and it's not like it was staged on purpose, but it happened, and this is who I am, right? So be authentic. The other thing that I think will help us get from 0 to 30 is to learn how to address elephants in the room. An elephant is the one thing that makes you hesitate to approach at all. We all know this, right? It's like, oh, I really want to talk to this person, but fill in the blank. But I'm so nervous this, or I'm afraid of this. So we have elephants. I believe that if you address the elephant in the room when you're approaching, you actually take away its power. So now you'll never be more comfortable having the conversation if you address the elephant. Does that make sense? So I was thinking about how before the pandemic, some of the elephants that I would encounter, and I still do, they're still there. They're just not the loudest elephants anymore. But things like, saying to somebody, hey, I had you on my heart today, wanted to chat with you about something. And here's the thing. I know that you and I are only connected through social media. In fact, you probably wouldn't even recognize me if we passed each other on the street. But the connection we've been able to make on social media has kind of made me feel like we've been friends a long time. Now, I will begin an approach like that, and by bringing to the surface the fact that I know we're just Facebook friends. I know we've never had coffee, because I brought it to the attention. Now that it has no power anymore. When you address the elephant, observe how your posture changes. You go from, hey friend, I'm sorry, I hope I'm not being a bother. And I know, and you're real sheepish, but then when you own it, you move on, and you're your posture is there. So it really is more for you, because when you speak to somebody, and they will pick up on that energy in your posture, and it's really important.
What I'm doing and what I'm teaching my team, first and foremost, is that we are working the 7 critical business activities over and over and over again. First of all, I think posture is key. I just go with what it is I feel in my heart. So it can be something as simple as, and I've been meaning to reach out to you for a while. I know this is going to come out of left field, but I was just curious to know. I know how busy you are with the kids. I know that you are working, and it seems like you're, in between 2 jobs right now. I know time may be something that you probably would want to save. Has anybody ever taken the time to introduce you to the wellness store known as Melaleuca? And I let them tell me, most times it's a no. It is an absolute no. It can be that, I'm dealing with a pregnant mom. Matter of fact, this just happened last month. Someone who is in position to get ready to have birth any day now. I've been wanting to reach out to her for a while. She's in another company, but I know that this is her first child. And so I just got in her inbox, and I just struck up a conversation with her. How are you doing? How many more weeks before you're delivering? We just got to talking. And I said, girl, I don't know if you know, but one of the things that I know you want to do is rid your home of chemicals having a newborn baby. And she said, yes, I do. Me and my husband were just talking about that. And I said, has anyone shared with you not only about the wellness store, but let you know, girl, we have a whole baby line. I immediately thought about you because, and I went into that, what made me think about her. I feel like, Darren, when we speak from our heart, you can't go wrong. People want authenticity. They want you to just speak from your heart, you guys. Don't overcomplicate it. I just want to encourage everybody that as you're building your residual income, whatever those wins look like, don't look to the left, don't look to the right, don't compare. I would just say, make that decision that you're worth it. Make that decision your family is worth it. And don't discredit the opportunity that God has put in your lap through the vehicle of Melaleuca.
Melaleuca's R3 program is unlike anything out there. It's an easy-to-follow plan that allows you to eat the foods you already enjoy. Everyone can be successful with R3 because instead of forcing you to count calories or points, weigh food, or keep a journal, it teaches you how to shift your body from fat storage mode to fat burning mode. You'll learn how to incorporate foods from all food groups in a way that balances your blood sugar. Balanced blood sugar helps reduce junk food cravings, boost energy levels, and turn your body into a fat-burning machine. Plus, you'll learn how to incorporate a wide variety of Melaleuca products to help you achieve better wellness.
I have lost 53 pounds so far as a participant in the R3 weight loss program. I am feeling so confident in life now. I'm happier, I'm healthier. I am just in what I feel like a gifted, happy place.
R3 to me has just been life-changing. I've lost 87 pounds on the program over 2 years, kept the weight off. It's been an amazing journey. It's allowing me to live a life I never expected. I've never lived before.
Thanks to R3 weight loss, I have lost 76 pounds. I have so much more energy than I've ever had. I have 6 children, so I can keep up with them. And I am just living a much healthier life thanks to R3.
So go to Facebook and search for the R3 weight loss plan. Answer the membership questions, and as soon as you're approved, you'll have access to exercise videos, success stories, fun contests, and challenges. I'm excited for your journey to begin. Welcome to R3, and we'll see you soon.
Hey everyone, a happy belated new year. Here we are in 2022, a year that is sure to be a historic one for Melaleuca and for your individual businesses. At Melaleuca, we believe that success is directly associated with effort. You see that in your businesses. The more you put into the 7 critical business building activities, the more your business grows. And that principle that effort leads to success is very evident as we at the home office refine and develop more than 400 unique wellness products. In our decades of researching the best ways to keep your family healthy, it's become apparent just how interconnected all of the body's systems are. If just one system is out of balance, it can affect other parts of your overall health. And this is especially clear when you consider your mouth. Your mouth is one of the body's most common entry points for germs. It's home to millions of bacteria and its own microbiome. A healthy balance is absolutely essential, and that's why it's so important to brush and floss to control the amount and kind of bacteria in your mouth, to keep it from spreading to other parts of your body and making you sick. Good oral health is critical for good overall health. And that's why for years, Melaleuca has been helping families keep their mouths healthy with the Melaleuca Dental Care System. The star of that system? Melaleuca Tooth Polish. This one-of-a-kind oral health product has been keeping mouths clean and smiles bright for decades. But as science continues to evolve, our ability to provide even more delightful and effective products does too.
Your chiclets, your chompers, your clickers or clackers, your ivories, your grill, your pearly whites. Whatever you call them, brushing your teeth is essential. And it isn't just about a clean smile, it's a first-line defense against bacteria and germs. Germs that can affect your entire body. Think of it this way, your mouth is a gateway to everything inside you. No wonder there's a clear connection between your oral health and your overall health, including a strong immune system. If you let oral bacteria get out of control, it can quickly lead to bad breath, bleeding gums, and painful tooth decay. If it goes on too long, bad bacteria moves from your mouth to the rest of your body. It's dangerous, and it's more common than you'd think. Of course, the best way to limit the bad bacteria in your mouth is by brushing and flossing regularly. But too many people today use oral care products that are neither safe nor effective. Take National brand toothpaste, for instance. These pasty chemical concoctions rely on harsh, damaging abrasives or peroxide to clean teeth. Some might be effective at removing stains, but alarmingly, they're actually eroding your tooth enamel in the process. This can lead to painful tooth sensitivity and deterioration of your overall oral health. They're also often packed with synthetic ingredients designed to bleach stains by masking discoloration. But they don't actually remove the stains themselves, and all of those extra chemicals get absorbed by the tissues of your mouth. More and more shoppers are figuring this out. There are a few natural alternatives you'll find at the grocery store, but the problem with natural toothpaste is they just don't work. Their natural formulas simply aren't effective at cleaning and protecting your teeth or leaving your mouth feeling fresh. At Melaleuca, we believe no family should have to choose between harsh ingredients and ineffective formulas. That's why we've proudly offered Melaleuca tooth polish for decades. And today, these exceptional products are transforming into the next generation of world-class oral care. Introducing Exceed Tooth Polish. New Exceed Tooth Polish is both effective and natural. This updated formula uses science to magnify natural ingredients for maximum effect. Exceed fights plaque and tartar buildup, freshens breath, and whitens teeth without damaging tooth enamel. The gateway to your body has never been more secure. Our secret? After years of extensive research and testing, Melaleuca scientists developed ProRadiant technology. This exclusive new technology deeply cleans and whitens your teeth with a combination of powerful natural ingredients, including xylitol, T40C3 Melaleuca oil, and several highly targeted coconut-based cleansers. The result? A bright, clean, radiant smile. With the power of ProRadiant technology, each Exceed tooth polish delivers a pleasant foaming experience as you brush that freshens breath, safely whitens teeth, and soothes sensitivity. Not only did we create the best tooth polish on the market, but we are also the first and only company in the world that can use this new proprietary technology. To prove the effectiveness of Exceed, we commissioned a third-party double-blind study pitting Exceed tooth polish against leading national brands like Colgate Total, packed with harsh and synthetic ingredients, and Tom's of Maine Whole Care, the leading natural toothpaste brand. Among consumers who prefer natural products, Exceed tooth polishes blew the competition away. When asked which product they intended to buy after trying Colgate Total, consumers overwhelmingly preferred Exceed tooth polish by a margin of nearly 2-1. Those same consumers preferred Exceed over Tom's of Maine, nearly 2-1 as well, saying they would definitely buy it. The study was beyond conclusive. With Exceed tooth polish, you don't have to make a compromise on your oral health. We can promise that every Exceed tooth polish will freshen breath and whiten teeth with effective plant-based formulas and tantalizing flavors. All with the peace of mind knowing Exceed is guaranteed free of artificial sweeteners, artificial colors, artificial preservatives, and harmful synthetic additives. Choose the only safe, highly effective dental care brand fit for your family. Exceed tooth polish with ProRadiant technology, another exclusive Melaleuca product that's clearly worth sharing.
What does it take to build a successful Melaleuca business? I recently sat down with National Director 2 Ernest Ross. Let's watch.
It is dogmatic principles and it is beliefs, because I do believe success is simple, right? And it's easy to lose weight, but there's a reason that people don't, right? I mean, the question of the day would be, if you eat brown rice and 4 ounces of lean meat and some vegetables, you do that for 30 days, eat it for every meal, you're gonna lose weight. It's just hands down. But you're gonna get bored before you get the result. And it's the exact same thing when it comes to business. We know exactly what we need to do. It's just whether you consistently do that. It's the culture of our organization, do the simple, you know, and the people that do the simple the most are the people that see the results the fastest, you know. Something I say all the time is fitness and business parallel. In fitness, you know, you will not get results if you're not eating right and you're not exercising. Now, if you're eating right and exercising, obviously you're going to get to the result faster, right? When it comes to business, right? Well, consistently, if you're introducing people to, Melaleuca every day, right? You're consistently adding people to your contact list so that you can reach out to them consistently, right? Because consistency trumps intensity. If on Sunday you're like, that's my day, I'm going hard on Sunday, but then the other 6 days you don't do anything, then guess what? The person that's just like, I'm gonna just talk to 3 people a day, that person is going to get more results than the person that's intense on Sunday.
I am from New York. I live on Long Island. I am a wife and a mom of 2 little ones that keep me extremely busy. I coach at a local CrossFit gym, so that as well fills my schedule. And I just really enjoy making health a priority and bringing that to the community. I first started using Melaleuca products because of the non-toxic factor. I wanted to bring safe products into my home for myself and for my family. Once I started using them and fell in love with them and was feeling great by using the Peak Performance, I knew I can then bring that to my members at my gym, who often come to me for advice on those types of things. I am currently a director 4 and pushing for senior as hard as I can. I am building this business to leave a legacy, to leave something to my children, to let them know that if you work hard and truly want to help and make a difference, that you can prosper. Here is a community of people helping one another, truly. We're helping the community to be healthier and make better choices. We're helping them to be financially stable and not have to live in debt and worry about where the next meal is coming from. That's truly what I want my children to see. So my residual income is $475. And it's a blessing. It's a blessing that comes in every month. We're able to save. We're able to pay down some of our debt. As I continue to build this Melaleuca business, my residual income is just going to grow. And that's super exciting. That means as my residual income grows, it's a reflection of how many other people I'm helping, from their first $1,000 check to their first $500 residual check. It's amazing that as much as it feels good for me, it feels so good to know that I help other people in the same way. Really what impresses me most here about Melaleuca is, number one, the support system. Everybody is rooting for you. It's like having a very professional cheerleading section. And growing that residual income. I know that it's life-changing. It's already changed my life. It's only going to get better from here. And then just knowing that I can help others do the same. I can help others pay off debt, put food on the table, send their kiddos to college. That's really what it's all about. That's what gives me that warm fuzzy. And Melaleuca makes that possible.
I've been shopping with Melaleuca since 1993. One of my absolute favorite products is the Peak Performance Pack. I've referred customers throughout the years since the 90s. I've received a check every single month, which is 325 months. Our cumulative earnings have been $46,000, and our average monthly checks have been about $140. It has helped us so much. It's helped pay for our product order every single month. We definitely intend to refer more customers in the future because I know that other people will need this as well.
I've been shopping at Melaleuca for 19 years, and I shared a lot with a lot of people initially, and some of those customers from 19 years ago are still customers to this very day. On average, my Melaleuca income over the 19 years that I've been a customer has averaged around $142.50 per month. And if you multiply it out, it's well over $35,000 in income since I became a Melaleuca customer.
I opened my account in November of 2011, and have been shopping every month since.
And we've earned over $37,000, and that's really helped us over the years.
I am so grateful for the 235 average residual income that we've earned every single month since we enrolled. It has really helped our family, and it has covered all the things plus more of what we would have purchased anyway. So I am really, really happy about it. Melaleuca is awesome.
Today, it's my privilege to share with you an important product announcement from the world of health and wellness. This news is so big, I'm a little high-strung about this particular announcement. In fact, I'm gonna have a little sip of it right now. It's perfect, delicious, and it works like nothing else that we know of. I can tell you, other companies are trying to make a supplement like this. But in true Melaleuca fashion, we've developed a product far superior to anything our competitors can match. It's a true original. That's because we are Melaleuca, the wellness company. We research and develop and manufacture premium wellness products unlike any other company in the world. So sit back and relax and ask yourself what you're going to do with this significant new addition to our portfolio.
This is exactly how I love to spend my Tuesday afternoons.
Okay, Mom, I'm done with your nails.
Aw, thank you, sweetheart. They're beautiful. What a lovely day at the spa. Sure, I get stressed out sometimes. Everybody does, right? We all try and figure out how to keep from getting too wound up. But when I'm feeling calm, I can deal with the stressful moments so much better. Did you know that much of how you react to stressful situations is directly tied to what's going on inside your body? When you're faced with a stressful situation, your nervous system signals the release of hormones that cause your muscles to become tense, your heart rate to increase, and your breath to quicken. In fact, just thinking about it makes me a little on edge.
Look, Mom, I did her makeup.
Your mind tends to fixate on little things. It's hard to concentrate, and you're easily irritated. Not that I am, because I'm not. At least, not right now. Deep breath. Okay. And cut the spa music. Thanks. Stress is a part of daily life, but how you deal with it is something you can control. One reason we feel stress is that we're not getting all of the nutrition our bodies need to cope with challenges in a healthy and calm way. And one nutrient in particular is critical for meeting life's demands with as much grace and poise as possible. I'm talking about magnesium.
Here you go, Mom.
Thanks, sweetie. Oh, cute. It's an essential mineral, and it's a key player in hundreds of vital functions throughout your body. Without magnesium, your muscles tend to cramp more. You get restless and fidgety. You may deal with constipation and irregularity. And you don't sleep as well as you could. And remember, sleep is at the foundation of good health. Magnesium is important for good bone health and heart health. But you may feel the lack of magnesium the most in how agitated you get by daily stress. People with a full tank of magnesium in their system operate differently. Magnesium relaxes muscles, it relaxes your airways, and it supports a normal, healthy heart rate. There, that's better. Feeling calmer, less bothered by the little things, in control of daily life. It's a critical part of wellness. It's also something everyone wants more of. No wonder magnesium is currently the #1 selling single mineral supplement in the US. Why? Because up to 75% of Americans aren't getting enough magnesium. Even if you're trying to eat healthy, there's a really good chance the fruits and vegetables you're eating are mineral deficient because the important trace minerals aren't in the soil the plants are grown in. We've taken the minerals out of the land after decades of farming. It's called soil mineral depletion, and it's a big problem. And you're probably feeling the effects of it right now. The solution, of course, is to supplement with magnesium. But not all supplements are created equal. A typical magnesium supplement can't easily get into your body's cells where it can actually make a difference. That's because the magnesium isn't in its most absorbable form. That's where Melaleuca comes in, with a magnesium supplement that restores you to your true self. Meet all new Mela Out. Unlike any other supplement, Mela Out provides 250 milligrams of magnesium powered by our patented oligomineral absorption technology. Only Oligo mimics nature by naturally binding minerals to proteins and fiber. This makes oligominerals 10 times more absorbable and reduces the generation of free radicals in the digestion process. But Mela Out doesn't stop there. It combines oligomagnesium with 30 milligrams of vitamin B6, a nutrient clinically proven to help get the magnesium actually into your cells. Brilliant! And Melaleuca serves it all up in a delicious, sugar-free, berry-flavored drink, sweetened with stevia leaf extract. Look, life can get stressful, but for me, that extra magnesium I get from Mela Out makes a big difference in my ability to stay poised, calm, and mellow. I have no doubt you'll see a difference too. New Mela Out, another exclusive wellness product from Melaleuca, the wellness company. Now that's worth sharing.
Okay, everybody. I don't know if this new announcement makes me more energized or relaxed. Either way, Mela Out has a lot of potential to not only enhance your life, but the health of your Melaleuca business as well. I promise, Mela Out will make you feel good. And it's available right now at melaleuca.com. Now, some of you may be wondering, isn't there already magnesium in the Peak Performance Pack? Can I take my Peak Performance Pack and Mela Out Magnesium? The answer to both of those questions is yes. The Peak Performance Nutrition Pack provides 200 milligrams of magnesium on a daily basis, while Mela Out provides another 250 milligrams. So between both products, you get 450 milligrams, which is a perfectly healthy amount for anyone. You can absolutely take both at the same time. It's really hard to measure how much you might be deficient in magnesium because very little circulates in your blood. It's primarily stored in your muscles. My recommendation is to get a canister of Mela Out Magnesium and take it daily for 60 days. Then see how you feel. See if you don't approach your day from a more centered place, with a more calm and less stress or edginess. That's the promise of Mela Out. One more exceptional product from Melaleuca, the wellness company.
Shipping on us is an amazing game changer for current customers because it's like this big old present wrapped up with a bow. I'm shopping for toothpaste anyway. I hope everybody else is. I'm shopping for laundry detergent anyway. Hope everybody else is. These are things I'm buying anyway. And now I know that if I'm shopping for over 44 points, I'm getting that shipping amount, that $10.20 back. My laundry detergent is free. I can't tell you the last time personally, maybe if ever, that I shop for less than 44 points. I'm just speaking for me. So this is a really exciting thing to bring to our customers.
The most exciting thing about shipping on us, to me, is the overall impact for the customer and the business builder. You know, it's interesting, but when I enrolled in Melaleuca over 20 years ago, I remember my initial thought very vividly. I thought, wow, this makes sense for everyone to be a preferred customer. Well, at the time, we had about 50 products. We've since added well over 400 products. And then we added the loyalty shopping program, which was major, and now shipping on us. So it's great for the customer. And in a world where We have supply chain issues, we have inflation issues, and it's getting increasingly difficult to get quality products delivered to your home. Melaleuca just went the opposite direction and made zero delivery cost announcements. So the best thing about shipping on us is I remember when Frank said, there will be a time where the average household will not be able to afford to not be a preferred customer. The best thing about shipping on us, that time is officially here.
1 year, 250 million meters rode, 7,000 personal bests achieved. In 2021, Team Melaleuca became the largest indoor rowing club on the planet. And this welcoming, encouraging, body and soul inspiring community keeps blowing up. With 4,400 members and 4,000 plus deeply discounted Concept 2 rowers placed in homes so far, we are more than ready for you. Set goals, reach new levels of health, but most of all, have fun. Discover a new you, tougher, stronger, healthier. We'll save a rower for you.
The key to unlocking a life-changing new year is found in the 7 critical business building activities. For more than 36 years, these have been the proven steps to grow your residual income. And as we've already heard today, it all begins with adding names to your contact list and then reaching out to set an appointment. And the third step is to show them an overview of Melaleuca's products, membership benefits, and business opportunity and invite them to become members. National Director 7, Maria Mosca, is one of Melaleuca's best when it comes to sharing Melaleuca with others in a way that creates customer loyalty and inspires new marketing executives to strive for director and beyond. Over her 23-year Melaleuca journey, Maria has earned over $4.4 million and enjoys a monthly residual income of $17,507 per month. We can learn a lot from Maria, so let's take a look.
Thanks for inviting me, and Happy New Year, everyone. I'm so excited to share here in just a few months. I'll be celebrating 23 years with this amazing company. And one of the most valuable lessons I have learned over the years, if you were to ask me, I would sum it up in one word, and that is consistency. In fact, one of my favorite, and it's an unknown quote, but consistency is what transforms average into excellence. And to me, the most important consistent activities to engage in all the time are the top 3 critical activities, 1, 2, and 3. And so for today, Darren asked me to share what my husband and I actually do to stay engaged in those activities, not so much the how to, but the why behind it, and why it's so important to be consistent with doing those activities along with having a growth mindset. You know, we're seeing so much uncertainty these days, more businesses closing, talented people losing their job, the airline industry saying it could take 3 to 5 years to even recoup. The list goes on. But here's the point. They didn't do that on purpose. However, here we have our own Melaleuca business. We have our own Melaleuca store. We might not have our own store front, but we do have store hours. So when we're not engaged in those 3 most important critical activities, adding to our contact list, making approaches, and doing the appointments, the overviews, then that is on purpose. And we should never shut our business down on purpose. Now is the time we should be working harder to help others who really need us from a product standpoint and a business standpoint. So this is the year. It's a brand new year to form new rewarding habits, and it starts with consistency. It's time to stop deferring to later, next week, next month, and become more intentional now. And it stems from self-discipline and commitment. That is the most strongest characteristic and habit to adopt. It's really about doing the things you need to do, even though you are not in the mood to do them. And you let outside distractions get in the way, or I've got to do this and I've got to do that, and I have so much on my plate. it's about self-discipline. And when you do it consistently and not out of convenience, it becomes the right thing to do. And it's like a muscle, right? The more you train it, the better you get. And that's what's going to transform average into excellence. I'm not the fastest growing business. I'm not perfect. I'm just consistent. And I do the activities that need to be done day in and day out. And yes, my husband and I, we love to travel, and we certainly love to take vacations, but no matter what, we are engaged in our business every day, even in a small way or in a big way. We take time to pay attention to our business and who needs us. Some of you out there right now, your business is exploding, and that is awesome. And some of you may feel like you hit a roadblock, and some of you feel like you're maybe comfortable where you're at. And perhaps some of you just need a little nudge. So how do we start? How do we get that momentum going? How do we get unstuck or get our mojo back and find that passion and focus on the activity and not the emotion, but really focus on moving our business forward? It's a brand new year. And what I would invite you to do is I would encourage you to just get back to the basics. Think about what got you where you are, or maybe you're brand new. What are those basics? It's those 7 critical activities, and the first 3 are the most important. But going back to the basics, I was sharing with Darren when we had a conversation. I said, when he said to me, Maria, you've been here since 1999. And I kind of laughed because I said to Darren, I said, Darren, I look back in 1999, how we built this business. I mean, none of us had a cell phone. I mean, nobody had a computer. We didn't have social media. I mean, I literally would have to, dial on the phone and set the appointment and drive to someone's home to get in front of them. We have so much tools at our disposal today, and yet we're not taking advantage of them as much. So I invite everyone, just go back to the basics. That's where it all starts. And it starts with even revisiting a memory jogger list. You might think that's old school, but trust me, think of when you were really fully engaged in building your Melaleuca business. And if you started to make that new contact list and you went to a memory jogger list, you're going to start thinking of new prospects that you've met in the last few months or in the last year. Go back to the no list, because usually that means no, not right now, or I don't know. Don't hesitate to go back to the no list. The first 5 people that prospected me, I was a no. But the 6th person that called me, I was a yes. And the first 5 never called a second time. That's a lesson in itself. So go back to that no list and ask for referrals, but be more specific when asking for referrals. What are you looking for? Who are you looking for? So that person can really give you a solid referral. Don't just say it like it's a phrase. Ask for a specific referral. And invite previous contacts to take a second look. They weren't a no. They were more of like, maybe, I'm going to think about this. Or maybe the timing just wasn't right. I just want to share with you what my husband and I, we're kind of old school here, but it's what works for us, right? I will say, do what works for you to create that momentum. So, for example, we have this to start with. We're into the binders. We've had the binders from day one. So these are our contacts. So when we go to our contact list and we pull out a page and we make that contact, we make that call, we actually make notes on that page. And if they were no, not right now, they don't set an appointment with us, then this is where we put them into this binder. And our binder has tabs of January through December. And so already in January, we have several people to call. And we've made notes next to each prospect where they're at that time when we call them. Some of these folks I called 3 or 4 months ago, and now they're ready to revisit for January. Now, I can call them this month, and maybe they're still not ready. And that's okay. Then I will move them to the March tab. But look at March already. If I go to March, there's already contacts to prospect because they're expecting me to call. When someone says no to an appointment, I think of that as they just don't know. And no, it's just not for them at this moment, not right now. I don't take it personally. Again, I'm trying to remove the emotion from the activity. And I just know that if I keep prospecting and keep following up, that one day will be the right day for them. It's not about me, it's about them. And when you prospect, you want to make it about them. So when someone says no, I just politely say, you know what? Thank you. I appreciate your time. And I know that timing is everything. And I want the timing to be right for you. Can I have your permission to call you in the next few months? Would that be okay? And sometimes they might correct me and say, well, you can, try me again next month. And, or they'll say, yeah, sure. Call me back in a few months. I say, okay, great. Expect that call. I look forward to following up with you. So I think that's so important. It's not to ignore those no's, but to know that it's just not right now. And then, of course, attend online Zoom networking events. I know it's tough right now to get to networking events. A lot of events are not even happening yet in your area, but they are happening online. You can even Google events happening in your area to see what events you want to attend. The bottom line is you want to position yourself to be able to meet people and go through your social media contacts. Just take the time to go, not scroll through social media, but go through the contacts that you have right now and pay attention to who they suggest you should be friends with, and look at their background and see if you have some similarity. And those are people that you can add to your contact list and start forming relationships. So therefore you can prospect them in the future. But whatever works for you, do it consistently to create that momentum. Keep that contact list active. It's truly the inventory for your business. And most importantly, if I were to suggest what to do that will help you with keeping your business moving forward, is participate in a power hour. It keeps you accountable, and it's really, truly the self-discipline piece and keeps you engaged. And maybe you don't have a power hour to engage in. Maybe you don't have a team to do that with. Start with yourself and maybe even one person. I want to give a shout out to our newest executive director, Jody Komar, and who placed top 25 for Quest, along with her personal senior director, 6, Andrew McKenzie, who also placed in the top 50 for Quest. They are on Power Hour every single morning with their teams, Monday through Friday, and the results show. It's that consistent habit, and the good habits create a great business. So step out of your comfort zone if you have to. I just joined a local chamber here in Miami. I've belonged to chambers in many areas, and I'm really excited about this one here in Miami. I'm looking forward to going to network and meet new people face to face, to actually be in front of people. I'm so excited. And, it can be nerve-wracking. So I'm going to tell you my little secret of what my mindset is when I walk into a networking event or a room of complete strangers, put it to you that way. I know one person, and that's the person that's invited me to the event to be part of this chamber. I walk in like they're expecting me. I'm here. You know me, I know you. And I just want to engage in meaningful conversation and really get to know people. I want to learn more about what people are doing. It's my first time here. So I really try to flip it because I want to get to know them, and I want them to get to know me for who I am, right? So I just start a meaningful conversation. If the opportunity presents itself, which I have to tell you, it usually does, because I was just being myself. I wasn't trying, I didn't have an ulterior motive, and people sense that. They sense that you truly care about getting to know them, and then they want to get to know you more. And if the opportunity presents itself, then that's great. If not, I'm there at the next event. And here's the thing about joining any type of event, whether it's a networking event, a group, whether you're doing it on social media or in person, it goes back to consistency. When people see you there week in and week out, they know that you care. And people want to know that you care. You aren't just there for a sole purpose of, hey, who can I get on my contact list? You're there because you truly want to get to know people in that room. And eventually they will be on your contact list to prospect. But we're at a point now where we really have a moral obligation to get out there and share what we have. People need us more now than ever. Inflation is through the roof. People are looking to supplement their income. They're looking to bridge the gap in household expenses and pay bills, et cetera, right? In fact, on December 15th, the Wharton School of Business released a report stating that the average American household right now is spending an extra $3,500 a year, not on luxuries, not on eating out, and not even on trips. They're spending an extra $3,500 a year right now on electricity, and they're spending it on gas, and they're spending it on groceries. That's an average of $300 a month. And let me tell you, for my Canadian friends, it's more. It's a lot more on the Canadian side. Yet we have the ability to help people make that extra $300 a month to bridge that gap in household expenses. In fact, we have the ability to help people make more than just $300 a month. But let's start there. Who can we help? It's time for us to take control of our business and treat it as a business and value what we have here and share it with others. Don't take this for granted. I know I don't. I'm so grateful for what I have here. I was talking to one of my dearest friends who is just an incredible leader here on my team. And she asked me, Maria, how do I start to promote the business again? I don't even know where to start. I feel like I've lost my mojo. And I said to her, you know what? That is a great question. And let me tell you how it starts. It starts with mindset. And it starts with honoring your past achievements. You did it before, you can do it again. You just need to believe in yourself. And if you're feeling that way, you need to believe in yourself, your abilities, your skill set that got you where you are today, and go out there and pour that belief into others. It's time to rewrite your story. It doesn't matter what happened in the past. Your future is a brand new chapter. It's ahead of you. And that's the message I want to give you all. I encourage you to start with purpose and engage in those productive habits, the same habits that got you here, because productive habits equal productive business. It's time to hit the reset button and discard all those old habits, all the old bad habits, all the procrastination, the delaying, the putting it off. I'm not good enough. I'm not going as fast as that person is. Or I'm going too slow. Why am I not at this status yet? Why am I not here yet? Why don't I have this? The list goes on and on. Who cares? Press the reset button. You're in control here. Focus on those activities, not the emotion. And it starts with even small, attainable goals. Make it a daily goal, in fact, to just win the day. Just win the day. That could be, you know what? I'm going to participate in a power hour today. Or I am going to go to a networking event, or I'm going to participate in one, even if it's virtual. I'm going to make 5 phone calls today. I'm going to reach out to a bunch of no's today. Because you know what? I don't mind hearing no's. That's okay. That just means I have more people to prospect. And maybe even today, you're going to participate in that power hour and add more names to your contact list. Whatever it may be intentional and be honest with yourself. You have to ask yourself, what, if you don't really like where you're at right now, maybe you are a little getting uncomfortable and you want to reset that button, ask yourself, truthfully, what have I done in the last week, in the last month, 2 months, 3 months to move my business forward? Ask yourself that humbling question. But here's the big question. What am I going to do in the next 30, 60, and 90 days from now to set yourself up for momentous 2022? Let's have that fortitude and conviction like you did when you first started here and you were so excited and you didn't even know what you were doing, but you were so excited. But make that conviction to make a difference here this year and be more consistent and to stop deferring. So you're here at launch. What do you want this year? What are you going to do differently this year to reach your goals? I invite you to write your goals down. I know we think about it and you know what, and you think to yourself, I know what I have to do. But seriously, I invite you to write your goals down and share them so it keeps yourself accountable. Melaleuca is the vehicle to help you reach your goals. It's time to fasten your seatbelt and get in the driver's seat and drive. You don't have to go fast. Just drive. And don't confuse those speed bumps for a stop sign. And don't let the construction or the roadblocks get in your way or interfere with your goals. Be accountable to yourself this year and make those daily habits count every single day because the journey is so worth it. Thank you so much for having me here and have yourself a fantastic year, everyone.
Okay, are you ready to learn more about some of the tools that you can use to help you reach your goals faster, grow your residual income, and advance more frequently?
Because we know that sometimes the start is what stops people, we created the new Getting Started section on the website. It's the right training in the right size at the right time. And here you'll find what every new marketing executive and their enrollers need to know, their critical business building activities.
And using Getting Started consistently, with intention, at every strategy session will be a game changer for you. When you use Getting Started, just watch how your conversations change and your confidence grows. Now, where do you find the new Getting Started? You'll find it on the Melaleuca Business Center. And here's what you'll see. First, you'll find the new foundation video on the Business Center landing page. And when you click on step 1, you'll go to the foundation video page of the new Getting Started. And after you watch the new foundation video, you'll be able to watch the short social media video that is a must-watch for every new business builder. And watching that video unlocks my favorite section of Getting Started, stories of people just like you who are using Melaleuca to help change their lives. And step 2 is about, well, you guessed it, it's how to do the critical business building activities that we've been talking about all morning. And we do so in short, hard-hitting videos with some of Melaleuca's most successful builders. How to build a contact list, how to approach others, and how to share the overview and which overview to use. And we just added fresh video content, so be sure to check it out.
Now, let's talk about one of your most powerful tools for you and your new customers. It's now easier to use than ever. It's the online Which Products and Services Do You Use tool. And it's now completely optimized for both desktop and mobile. This updated tool helps your new members see how easy it is to replace their household products with Melaleuca's superior products. And how does it work? Simple. Step 1, have your new customer visit melaleuca.com/whichproducts, or you can click the Share the Page button at the top of the page in your account and email them a link. And you can share that link up to 10 times each week. Step 2, users check the boxes for the types of products they commonly purchase. Step 3, when they finish, they click Get Your Results at the bottom of the page. And step 4, explore the results. Here you can click on See the Products in each category and add items directly to the cart. Or you can click Save Your List to save the results and shop for them later.
We're also excited to get our in-person events revved back up. And there's nothing like being together as a Melaleuca family to connect, to learn, and to grow together.
And in March, we'll hold our first Advanced Regional Conference of the new year. So check out melaleuca.com/events for details and make plans to join us in person.
We also can't wait for Convention 2022. It's May 12th to the 14th in Salt Lake City. It has been 2 years since we've been together in person. We have a fantastic weekend planned for you, and it's going to be a full house. If you're starting to feel the fear of missing out, register for Convention 2022 today and discover how Convention is your perfect mid-year touch point to celebrate your wins and connect with others in the Melaleuca family and discover for yourself how lives change here. And speaking about how lives change here, Danielle Odom, she is a nurse. She's a mom. She's also a Senior Director 8 with Melaleuca. Here's Danielle.
I have 4 busy kids, and Melaleuca just kind of fit right into that lifestyle as a nurse and a busy mom. I absolutely love Melaleuca products. They are throughout our whole entire home. And of course, as a nurse, I looked into all the science behind it and the clinical research, and that made me really happy and comfortable. I decided to build a business with Melaleuca right away. When I saw the compensation plan, it was something that I just could not unsee. And it was just laid out so perfectly and so simple that it's something that anybody could do. So I immediately picked up the phone and called a few friends and like, hey, will you take a look at this? This is something that I just started shopping, and I'm actually want to tell you about it too. I want to share this goodness with you. And they said, yes, I'll lay my eyes on it. So I continued building my Melaleuca business month after month. It's like, okay, this is my job. Enroll 4 customers to 8 customers every single month. If I want to be paid like a business, I have to work this like a business. My average monthly residual income is about $3,500 every single month, and it is only going up from there. And that residual income, I know that it's going to be there and continue to grow. It has allowed us to pay off my car. I have a 2019 Honda Odyssey. We purchased our dream land in Tennessee. We have 50 acres there, and it's allowed us to travel. And my daughter has been dreaming of a horse for 4 years, and we bought our horse. Our life is so different now. Because of Melaleuca, I was able to make the decision in just December of this year to resign from my nursing job. And that is not taught here. The reason that I did was to homeschool my kid. He was struggling in first grade, and he was just so discouraged. And his tutor looked at me and said, listen, if you can homeschool him the rest of this year, I promise you, he will be past the other second graders. He is so bright. And so I made the decision that something had to give. I couldn't do it all. So I resigned to homeschool my kids, but Melaleuca was our plan B that allowed us to make that decision. Consistency is the most important thing in your business. Every single day, Monday through Friday, I do approaches, touches, follow-ups every single day. I started that in December and triple advanced in March from that consistent work. And being able to do that through COVID, through a pandemic, Melaleuca is such a well-oiled machine. Everything is laid out for you. You just have to make the contacts. Whether you are a customer or you decide to build a business here for a lifetime for your family, it is so comforting being a part of something so amazing. You are safe here. You got this. Just talk to one person every single day about Melaleuca's products. Share the business opportunity with them, and don't look back. Just keep going.
What a way to start the new year. With everything we heard and game-changing announcements like shipping on us, we are set for one heck of a year. You know, Frank reminded us earlier, we only get one life, and this is it. Our time is very precious, and we have a wonderful opportunity here. And this is our chance to make the commitment necessary to change our financial situation. So after everything we've heard today, that's the only thing that's missing. Your commitment. What will you accomplish in 2022, and how will that impact your life? So before you go to bed tonight, take a moment. Find somewhere where you can be alone. Reflect on what you heard and what you felt today, and make your decision. Be honest with yourself. Think about how your life can change in 2022. And then write it down and be specific. Make a plan on exactly what you will need to do in the next 90 days. How many names will you need to add to your contact list each day, and how many approaches will you make? Be sure to write it down and then text it to your accountability partner. That person could be sitting right next to you or across the country, but the important thing is to write it down and share it today. It will take discipline, resolve, determination, and courage, but your life is priceless. And we should do everything in our power to make our life, the only life we are going to have, a great life. So what you do next will set the tone for the entire year. After all, it's up to you to make 2022 your life-changing year. Thanks for attending Launch.